Hello everyone, Arctic Bike back here again with another one, with another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about, because last night I saw Space Jam: A New Legacy on HBO Max, because when the movie came out, it started streaming on there. Me and my family watched it. And in this video, there will be some spoilers. I'm just going to talk about what I really liked about the film. I'm not going to do a whole review of it. But this is just what I liked about the film, and some things that I did not like. It's very little of those though. But first things first, I'm gonna talk about my opinion about the movie when it was announced and the stuff I was seeing going around and whatnot. So first things first is the CGI. At first, I wasn't a huge fan, and I'm still not a huge fan of it. Because the way that Bugs' head looks, it just doesn't look right in 3D. It looks kind of like flat in a way. But like over during the course of the movie, I kind of like warmed up to it. I was like, all right, maybe it's not that bad. But I mean, they look good. I'm not gonna lie, they look really good. But that was just one thing I didn't like. But I kind of like grew on it, so I guess that doesn't really matter anymore. But the second thing I didn't really like is, I don't know about you, but to me, the movie felt short. Like, it felt really, really short. Um, it only felt like maybe an hour, long movie, maybe. Because, if I can compare the two, the first one I feel like was like at least 2 hours long, because they had a training segment. But in this one, they didn't have one at all. Well, they did, but it was like when Looney Tunes and the LeBron were playing, like training and stuff. It was very minuscule. Like it was so like small. Well, but then I was thinking, well, maybe because since it's been 25 years since they played basketball, but they still have the knowledge. They were using prior knowledge, so I guess that kind of like fixed itself. Um, but so far, those are the only two gripes. Well, actually, there's a third one, but I'm going to talk about the stuff that I did like, and that I'll explain after. The second thing I really liked was the cameos. Now, I'm going to talk about a lot of the cameos in this movie, so if you haven't seen it, just know that there is some spoilers ahead. There are spoilers in this video, but in terms of cameos, there are spoilers. So, or references. Um, so just be warned. The first cameo I really like, and a lot of people seem to like as well, is the Rick and Morty cameo. That was I can't believe they appeared in this movie. And I'm sorry if I'm looking over here because I'm looking at the counter on my computer screen. But that's the one I really liked. Now I am gonna explain on why they appeared in this movie. So there is that spoiler as well. I am going to talk about a lot of things in this video. So the reason why Rick and Morty appear in the film is when LeBron is building up the team, the main villain sends him to the Toon World, which the main villain, I'm not going to say his name, but the main villain sends him to the world of, he calls them the Rejects, because he looks down on the Looney Tunes, so to say. Like, you could see that he doesn't really like them as much. And when LeBron gets to the Toon World, like, it's empty. Like, obviously the world is there, like, it's there, but like there's only one person in one cartoon living in it, or one toon, however you want to say it, and that's Bugs. And Bugs does explain why his friends aren't in that world, but I'm not going to talk about it. But so LeBron talks to Bugs about building up the team. Bugs is quickly informed of the whole the scenario of the movie. But the reason why Rick and Morty appear is because the Tasmanian Devil was sent to their world, or he was in their world, like their universe. And I'm gonna explain why I keep saying world is because again, there is a spoiler. It's really weird how the movie is. So it takes place inside this like server. I forgot what it was called. Give me a second. All right, so I looked it up. And it's apparently like the server is called the 1 or 300 serververse. That sounds weird, I know, but that's like the whole like where the movie takes place. Um, Again, just to reiterate, spoilers. So just be warned. Um, and I'm gonna put that in the title as well on the description. So if you haven't seen the movie, do not watch this video. Yeah, that's where the whole like movie takes place. It's in like this computer, and the main villain challenges the LeBron to a game. The reason why I'm not gonna explain. Um, but yeah, so the Tasmanian Devil was sent to Rick and Morty's world, and yeah, there are worlds in this serververse. There's the Toon World, the Harry Potter world, a few others as well. They put Game of Thrones in there, which I thought was cool, but eh. I never really liked Game of Thrones, I'm just going to be honest. But it was still cool nonetheless. There was also the DC world, but it was animated like a cartoon. Um, but you guys get the whole idea. So yeah, like the Looney Tunes were in different like worlds, because the main villain put them there. Because he was explaining to them that there was like there was a world beyond theirs, which is weird. But uh, the reason why I find that kind of but the part that I found the weirdest about like that whole entire segment of the movie was in the first one. Apparently, the Looney Tunes world was in the center of the world, like of the Earth. So that I do find kind of weird. But no, it's whatever. Um, Another cameo I really liked is during the game where all these characters surround the the court that they're playing on. I like the King Kong reference because he appears. Um, of course, you should see him because he's big. The Iron Giant, I really like that one. Jabberjaw, if you guys don't know what that is, I suggest you look it up. It's an old cartoon. It's about a shark. Um, Scoob and the gang makes an appearance. But my favorite appearance so far, and dude, this is great. It's such a good homage to the first one, to the first Space Jam, and that is the Nerdlux or Monstars. Although they're not in the Monstars form, it's the Nerdlux, the villains from the first film, but they're small. But they appear twice in the entire film. But it's like a blink if you missed it part. Like it's so fast, but they are there. That's my favorite cameo so far. Um, Now, the one thing I didn't really like about the film, and honestly, it's cool that they got someone of the same name in it, and that's Michael B. Jordan, the current voice actor for Black Panther. I wasn't expecting him to appear in the film, but I'm glad he did. But the way that it was done, I didn't like. And the movie outright fakes you with a cameo of Michael Jordan from the first Space Jam. Now, the reason why I didn't like this is because, dude, it got me and my family hyped. Like, we thought he was actually going to appear in the film. Um, Now, don't get me wrong, it still made me happy knowing that Black Panther, the actor, current voice actor Michael B. Jordan, appeared in the film. And I might put a picture of this on the side of, who I'm talking about. Y'all may know who I'm talking about, uh, but that's just for those who don't. But yeah, like it got me and my family so hyped about it because man, I would have loved to see Michael Jordan in the film. But it even got like during the scene that it was playing when we thought he was going to be in it. The Looney Tunes were all happy about it. Like they were excited to see him because at that point it had been 25 years since they seen him. And also, by the way, just so you know, Sylvester thinks he found Michael Jordan, um, but they all tell him that that's the actor. Um, so just so y'all are not confused. Um, but yeah, like that's the only thing I didn't really like. But again, I'm really happy with Michael B. Jordan. I'm so glad he made it into the film. But I just really wished, again, I really wished that Michael Jordan was there, at least there to help out with the game. But so far, what do I think of the movie? It's really good. It is really good. I do recommend checking it out, and it's 10 out of 10. Would watch again. Now I'm gonna talk about the game here because it came out the same day on Xbox. Now it is unfortunately an Xbox only exclusive, at least from what I've heard. I played it with my nephew last night, and I mean we really liked it. Although it wasn't an actual basketball game, which I wish they did, but it's a beat 'em up game with some of the bosses thrown in. The bosses are obviously the main villain of the film, the main villains of the film, the Goon Squad. Um, but it's not even all of them. It's just like a few. So the game is somewhat short, but I still really liked it. I like the way it was made. The graphics. It captures the old like Street Fighter, although it doesn't rival those graphics. But it's like a beat 'em up game essentially. But it's really good. I do recommend check if you have an Xbox. I really do recommend checking it out. It's free, and which I feel like that they did a good job on that part. And just note that this video game is considered a tie-in to the movie, so I didn't, that part I didn't know. But yeah, so far I really liked the movie. I liked it way more than I thought. Because, again, before the movie was coming out, with all the teasers, the trailers that were coming out, the only thing that I really liked at that point was a lot of the characters and cameos and stuff like that. So, but turns out I liked it a lot more than I thought. Um, I say it's definitely worthy of the sequel name. Um, but yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Again, I'm sorry for those who were spoiled. I did warn y'all about it, or I told y'all like if you didn't want to be spoiled, don't watch the video. But again, I'm sorry for the spoilers. I just had to get this video out. At least my thoughts and opinions. Um, uh, but I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all thought about the movie and what you guys liked and what you didn't like in the comments below. I'll read them and I might reply to some of them and say I agree or whatnot. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Arctic Bite is yeah. Uh, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.